Auto insurance rates got your budget upside down? Call Insure on the spot and we'll turn it around. And save you money, too. Get a free quote in just 2 minutes with Insure on the spot.
Working with California Closets was the only way to get exactly what I needed. It really makes my life better. I finally have my dream home, and I couldn't be more thrilled about it. I'm Erin, and this is my life with California Closets.
Would you visit a showroom or schedule your free...
Would you let me go? Welcome to the karaoke class for fill in the blank. Please like this video if you like me and if you want to see me strip. If you don't dislike the video, if you don't like the video and you dislike the video, then I will strip in front of my teddy bear. So is it you or the bear? You let me know, people, and make sure to remember to buy Girl Scout cookies from Kelly so she can go on vacation to the state capitol in Trenton, New Jersey with her troop. Season 2, episode 151 on April 5th starts now. And these are all, by the way, these are all reruns. The intro is going to be new from the 5th, but all the interviews are reruns and past interviews that they've done over the last, 3 months or something. I don't know the exact numbers. If you want to figure out, use your damn internet. I had to wake up and go take a bus to the library, and they would kick me out when they closed. Now you have a library at your fingertips 24/7. Look it up, you lazy mother effers.
None of us know what the future holds.
Yes, God bless Hulu. A great film about Jewish people. Holocaust is real. It was bad, very bad. All you people.
Today, straight from the big screen, actor Matthew Broderick and Ronan star Marcus Scribner. Plus, Nicole, Snooki, Polizzi. And the performance from the incredible JKE.
The incredible.
All online. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Marcus Scribner. We did it. We did it. It's Friday, April 5th, 2024.
You know what today is? Today is National Walk to Work Day.
Oh, well, every day. Or every day.
It's good for your health, because if you live in the city, it's feasible that you can walk to work.
Great
a lot of people do.
There are great walking cities. I think Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Michigan, yes.
I think Vancouver.
Yes.
In Canada is one of the
You
greatest
can walk
walking
from the edge to edge of the island.
Yes.
In 15 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes max?
20 minutes.
Once you get to the outskirts of Vancouver, it can get a little far.
So they're saying that if you say hello to your neighbors, if you greet your neighbors, it's better for your health.
Oh.
In New York City, though, if you live in a high rise,
Right. So what does it say that when I leave and I see my neighbor, the neighbor waves at me and says, "Howdy, neighbor," and I say, "Fuck off, bitch."
you wait to
You
come
would do
out.
anything to not see that neighbor.
Because it's weird. It's just bizarre. It's weird, especially all rentals. It's nobody really, it's always very transient.
Does anybody here live in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you guys.
She does.
I'm talking about in the audience. I know where you guys live. Anybody in the audience live in the city?
Right here.
So you know how weird it is. During Halloween, trick-or-treating, people don't want to be bothered by trick-or-treaters in their building, but they still want to participate. So what you do is you have a sign-up sheet in your building, and if you're going to participate in trick-or-treating, you just put your apartment number. Let's say it's 12, 14G. 14G. But that doesn't mean you want trick-or-treaters knocking. So 14G means you're going to put a bowl of candy outside your door, take the candy, and leave us alone, is what that means. It is the most, the first time our kids, do you remember we took them trick-or-treating in North Carolina?
Yes.
It was your dad's birthday?
In a neighborhood, yeah.
And our kids did not understand what was happening. And I said, you just walk down that driveway to the door. They're like, front door of a stranger? That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
And then people would open the door and ask them what they were, and they were looking at me like, these are people we don't know. Can we talk to these people?
Right. But it is a very New York thing.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym, and there's a doorman in the building. I work out downstairs, and I have passed by him every day for the past 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And every day he looks down when I walk in.
Yeah, of course, because you guys don't want to talk to each other.
But I always say, he's an older gentleman, so I think out of respect, I say, hey, good morning, good day, hello. And then it hit me. He doesn't want to talk to me.
No, I know that.
He doesn't want to talk to me.
He does not want to talk
So now what I do is just kind of look at him. We kind of go like that. And then even that seems to be more than
he can bear.
Yeah. So now I just look. Now I walk in. He looks up from his phone. I just look at him. I go. And then I walk back. I walk because now I don't know. It's just such a weird thing.
Are you crossing a boundary?
I don't know now. Now I'm playing. Now we're playing whatever. I'm gonna wait for him to say yes, hello first.
Okay, that's a good plan. Well, if you do greet your neighbors, it's better for your health. It's better for your career well-being, social well-being, financial well-being, physical well-being, and community well-being. So next time you see your neighbor, it'll make you live longer. So
and I'm going to say hello to Grumpy today.
You're going to say hi to Grumpy?
I'm going to say hi to Grumpy today.
He's not your neighbor, though.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to say, hello, how are you? I'm going to go say, how are you?
And see what happens?
See what happens.
Oh, will you let us know tomorrow how that goes?
I'll let you know what kind of response I get.
Try to videotape it so we can see it on the show. Just like covertly videotape it. Pretend you're on the news app.
Okay. Is it acceptable to do one of those goodbyes where you just kind of like ghost the party? You know,
I say it's essential.
Really? I think it's always we always say goodbye to the host before we leave.
Yes, but I never want to. I'm always like, let's just French exit. You know,
is that the French exit or the Irish exit? Irish, both, but they say French as well.
French also.
Now, an Italian exit.
Somewhere Mark is still leaving.
Means you say goodbye to every single person. You re-say what you said at the party. Again, you promise to call them and have dinner with them. And it takes about 45 minutes. So where'd you find that too, Gelman?
Yeah. We call it the Jewish goodbye. Yeah.
Irish goodbye. Well, the Irish goodbye and the French exit are two things, but they're just called different. But the Italian goodbye is you go to every single person, you give all the women 2 kisses on the cheek, you give all the men a hug, you shake their hand, and then every person you say goodbye. So you basically find a couple, you go, you say goodbye, you shake the guy's hand, you give him a hug, you give the woman 2 kisses, 1 on each cheek, and then you proceed to talk to them for 10 to 15 minutes. If they're drunk, that could go from 10 to 15 minutes to 20 to 30 minutes, and then repeat that times however many couples there are. So usually with cousins and aunts and uncles, and there could be 30 couples. So the minute you walk into a party at 7:00, automatically just start doing your goodbyes. Meet someone, be hi, how are you? Give them a kiss and be like, well, I'm just gonna say, all right, we're gonna be leaving soon. So just walk up to them and say, hi, how are you? Shirley, how are you? Rosa, no, Maria, Giuseppe, how are you? Good to see you. Well, we're gonna be leaving soon. So we just wanted to say goodbye. You just showed up. Yeah, I know, but we're going to be going soon. Okay. Well, here, tell me about this. So that way you do the hello conversation and the goodbye conversation all in one big swoop. And you show up at 7, you say hello and goodbye to everyone at the same time. You're out just before midnight and it's a good night. But the Italian goodbyes, you give a kiss on each cheek and you proceed to have a 10 to 20 minute conversation with a couple. And then you move on and you repeat for every couple there. So saying goodbye, an Italian goodbye could take anywhere from, so let's just say if there's 50 people at a house party, an Irish goodbye would probably take you, 25 couples, 10, 15 minutes. An Irish goodbye would take you about 3.5 to 5 hours. Like Kelly will be at the door like, Mark, We were supposed to leave an hour ago. I know I'm just saying goodbye. I'm just saying goodbye to the Maciellis. You were been talking to the Maciellis for an hour almost. Okay, before you leave though, you got to give me this recipe. Hold on. Did I show you the picture of my, yes, you showed me the picture. Okay, but check. All right, well here, I'll send you the picture. Here, I'll send you the recipe for that bread you liked. Because you were just polite. You're saying, oh, I got to get the recipe for that jardinera bread. Oh, I'll send you the recipe here. Here's the picture. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I'm going to send you this picture. What's your phone number? I told you. You have my email. Just email it to me. No, but what's your phone number? I don't need to give you my phone number because you're afraid they'll call you, right? So, yeah, the Irish goodbye. Just leave. Just ditch them.
I think it's always, we always say goodbye to the host before we leave.
Yes, but I never want to. I'm always like, let's
Really?
just French exit.
Is that the French exit or the Irish exit? Irish. Both, but they say French as well.
French also.
Now,
Yes.
an Italian exit is
Somewhere Mark is still leaving.
is you say goodbye to every single person. You re-say what you...
You re-say what you said, so you just tell them again what you just told them 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago?
Somewhere Mark is still leaving.
Is you say goodbye to every single person.
Kelly's at the door waiting. Well, I don't know. I guess.
Is that the French exit or the Irish exit? Irish. Both, but they say French as well.
French also.
Now,
Yes.
an Italian exit is
Somewhere Mark is still leaving.
is you say goodbye to every single person. You re-say what you said at the party. Again.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I could have sworn I heard someone in the crowd say something. Just bring me a higher love.
Never want to. I'm always like, let's
Really?
just French exit.
Is that the French exit or the Irish exit? Irish. Both, but they say French as well.
French also.
Now, an
Yes.
Italian exit is
Somewhere Mark is still leaving.
is you say goodbye to every single person.
A party from last
You
week.
re-say what you said at the party. Again, you promise to call them and have dinner with them. And it takes about 45 minutes. So where'd you find that too? Gelman?
Yeah.
Depends.
We call it the Jewish kebab. Yeah.
It depends how many couples you're saying goodbye to, how many people or couples you're saying goodbye to. Could be more.
You re-say what you said at the party. Again, you promise to call them and have dinner with them. And it takes about 45 minutes. So where'd you find that too? Gelman?
Yeah. We call it the Jewish kebab. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, in my family, whenever someone's leaving, it is almost like all of our personal missions to try to keep them there as long as possible. If someone says, all right, we're going to get going. Hey, whatever, Bobby. Hey, Robert, let's go. Hey, Chuck, Charlie. All right, let's get going. Charlie, we're going to leave. All right. You say bye. Once someone says they're leaving, once they go around saying bye, I'm the one that starts asking them questions right away. I ask them every damn question in the book. Oh, well, where are you going? Why are you leaving so early? Okay, you going to have dinner? Oh, you waking up? What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, get out of here. You're going to a baseball game? I went to a baseball game early. You got to watch out. You got to wake up early because of the parking. Then I tell them a story about a bad parking experience I had, outside of Wrigley Field. And then I also tell them to hey, make sure if you're going to have a couple beers, if you're not driving, drink a couple before. They get expensive. If you go out afterwards, make sure you don't have this. You don't want to wait in line. And it's like, who's playing? Oh, yeah. You think they're going to win? I think they're going to win. He's a good pitcher. I saw him 2 weeks ago. He gave up 3 hits in 6 innings. I try to, it is my mission to keep them there as long as possible. And one of them doesn't mind having this story because always with a couple, the only reason they're leaving is because one of the people want to go, usually the wife or the person that is not biologically related to the person. Or it could be the person that is related. It's like, look, I don't want to be around my family. But the in-law, oh, they love it. You know what I mean? So usually that consists of one person wanting to leave and the other person doesn't want to, but they say, okay, because the spouse wants to. Usually the wife wants to go and the husband doesn't. Because if the husband wants to go, it's whatever the wife wants to do. If the husband wants to go, but the wife wants to stay, they're going to stay. But if the wife wants to go and the husband wants to stay, then they're going. And then that's when the husband will start talking and saying goodbye to everyone. Hey, we're going. Charlie, we're going. And it's like, hold on, I got to go say goodbye to my Aunt Barbara. Oh, hey, bye. Oh, where's Uncle Lou? Where's Uncle Lou? He's outside. I got to go say bye to Uncle Lou. And then Uncle Lou's giving you a story. How's the marriage going? You go out there. All of a sudden, it's like a half an hour. Where's Charlie? Charlie, we're leaving. We're supposed to be going. Come on. All right, I got to say bye to this person. And I will sit there. It is everyone's, and not only is it my mission, it is everyone's mission in an Italian family to keep that person, to keep that couple there as long as possible, almost like a practical joke. We're going to keep you here against your will. And it's okay if you call the cops. We bought them.
You re-say
And if
what
you
you
want,
said.
and it's okay. Call the cops if you want. We bought them. The cops will come and start asking you a bunch of questions. We'll make sure that you're the last people here at 3 a.m. You're going to just end up spending the night at Grandma and Grandpa's house on the couch.
At the party. Again, you promised to call them.
You're going to be too drunk to drive because you're going to be sitting there just chugging. You're just going to be sitting there chugging liquor. You're going to be sitting there chugging ouzo and tequila during the questioning from the cops.
Have dinner with them, and it takes about 45
you won't
minutes.
You won't even be in any condition to drive. You're just going to end up sleeping on the couch, and you're going to miss the baseball game, miss the batting practice, no autographs, show up in the third inning, not even get your money's worth. And that's why. And that is how you end up robbing a bank, and it not being your fault.
So wouldn't you find that too, Gelman?
Yeah. We call it the Jewish kebab. Yeah. Takes a long time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities between the cultures.
Yes.
I will say that I always, when saying goodbye to a group of Italians, I start my goodbyes an hour before dessert is served. Because by the time it ends, we're on second or third goodbye, and
right.
I may get home before 1 a.m.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean,
it's so true.
And forget good mornings. That's a whole other thing. You never want to say good morning. Like if I'm saying good morning to my parents, say they're staying with us, and I'm saying good morning to my parents, and I'm running out the door and I'm really late, there is a 2 to 3 hour conversation that will happen around why I'm running late, how I'm running late, how I can improve,
Can I help you?
how I can make it so that I'm never running late again, and what do I want for dinner? And that is happening at 6 a.m.
Not even what do I want for breakfast? Let me make you something. Are you hungry? Sit down. I'll make you breakfast. It'll be real quick. I'll make a couple scrambled eggs real quick. And then the first thing she does is she lights a cigarette. And then she opens the door to get the eggs, but it takes her like 5 minutes to look for the eggs. Right? She's like this. She's like, where are the eggs? And you're like, no. Then they're asking you, what do you want for dinner when you come back? You know what you should do? You know what I would have done? You know what I do to make sure I'm not late? I have all my clothes already set and folded right by the edge of the bed, and I just put on deodorant. I don't even shower.
There is a 2 to 3 hour
mouthwash, deodorant, slip on the clothes, you're out the door. And don't talk to the parents. They're just going to keep you late. They're just going to keep you and make you later.
Conversation that will happen around why I'm running late, how I'm running late, how I can improve, how I can make it so that I'm never running late
Stop
again,
interrupting her,
and what do I want for dinner? And that is happening at 6 a.m.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
Rude prick.
All right. We have a
On
big show
today's
today.
show, Matthew Broderick is here.
Hello, Matthew. And from the series Grownish, Marcus Scribner will be here.
Performance by JKE.
And from Jersey Shore, Nicole, Snooki, Polizzi.
And it's time to play So Long.
All right, let's say hello to Dusty Dudley from Menifee, California, who watches the show on KABC. Hey there, Dusty.
Hi, Mark.
How are
Hi,
you today?
Kelly.
You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you will get this. And you'll get this. A mug and the shirt. Here are Dusty's statements.
Come on, Dusty. I know
I
you can do
saw
this.
Elvis in concert 8 times in the 1970s. Okay. Or my first zipline ride was in Hawaii. All right. Tell us about the zipline.
Well, let's see. Saw Elvis in concert 8 times during the 70s. I would ask her, where did she live in the 70s? Does she live close to Vegas? Does she live in Nevada? Does she live in Vegas? I'm going to say without any guesses or the help of any cheating on the internet, Menifee, California. That's close to Vegas. Is it close enough where she would think that makes a good lie? My first zip line ride was in Hawaii. I'm going to say the zip line ride was not in Hawaii, but she knows enough about it. Because here's the thing, I bet her second zip line
70s?
ride, her second or third, I bet she's been zip line riding in Hawaii, so that way when they ask her questions, she knows what she's talking about, so it'll easily come across as the truth. But it wasn't her first zip line ride. I'm going to say it is true that you saw Elvis in concert 8 times during the 70s, and then you performed fellatio on him, and he gave you a hunk of his burning love, and you spit his semen sack all over his blue suede shoes in the back of his pink Cadillac.
It was in Hawaii. All right. Tell us about the zip line in Hawaii. What part of Hawaii? What island?
It was Hawaii on the Na Pali coast.
Okay.
And it was my first and will be my last.
How far did you zip?
Well, I don't know exactly, but we had 2 chances to go. My first one, I did okay. I was holding on for dear life, really tight. But then the second one, I got up on the platform and I panicked, and I fell off. My foot didn't leave the platform as it should have and bent all the way back up my leg. So that was kind of painful and scary.
Okay, how about Elvis?
Oh, man.
Was it good? Was Elvis good?
Elvis, he's gone but not forgotten. I've loved Elvis since I was 10 years old, and I just, every time I got a chance to go to see him in Vegas, I would go. My sister lived there, and I would just go stay with her, and me and my sister and her husband would go see Elvis as much as we could at the Hilton.
Okay. I remember when Elvis died. It was in the 1970s. It was probably 1975 or 76, right?
77.
77. Okay. So
Yeah.
that gave you...
I remember when Elvis died. It wasn't 75 or 76. No, it was in 77 or 77. See? I'm going to say I remember when Elvis died, implying that I'm this big trivia whiz and I'm super smart because I have to prove to you that I'm smart because my mom always told me I'm smart. Then I realized my classmates and teachers told me I'm stupid. And I know I'm stupid because that's how smart I am that I was able to tell that I'm stupid. So now look how smart I am. I know when Elvis died, and now I'm going to give you 2 years because obviously when you know something, you're going to say two answers, right? So it's almost like I know what color Granny Smith apples are. They're red or yellow or, well, which one is it? Like, if you know, you know. I know what 2 + 5 is. 2 + 5 is it's like 6 or 7. Well, if you know, you're going to say 2 + 5 is 7. Boom. You're not going to say, I remember when Elvis died. I know the year. It was 75, 76. So I'm going to give you 2 dates of an answer of a question that I'm guaranteeing you I know, and I'm implying that I know the answer to. And not only that, but the 2 years I give you are both wrong. You're wrong, Mark.
Hilton.
Okay. I remember when Elvis died.
You do?
It was in the 1970s. It was probably 1975
Nope.
or 76,
Nope.
right? 77?
77.
77. Okay. So
Yeah.
that gave you 8 times in the 70s. Okay.
I mean, I've seen Madonna 8 times on one tour. So
I also saw him in Memphis and Tucson. So
What does that have to do with anything?
Vegas.
Okay. That's a lot. Listen, I don't want to get this answer and belittle the fact that you hurt yourself on the zip line, but I was hoping that wasn't true. But I'm going to say the true statement was that your first zip line ride was in Hawaii.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That doesn't make sense. Why would you do that?
Stinker.
But I did see Elvis 4 times.
I do believe that.
It was 8 times.
Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, I do believe that. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't win the mug, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry you didn't hit your hurt your foot. But you still get a chance to win a great trip. All right.
Okay, thank you.
It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia. Adorable, that's Helen Sacco from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. All right, Dusty Deja.
It's Valerie Bertinelli. So this is the time where I mimic the dancer, in this case, Valerie Bertinelli, and I try to dance just like Valerie Bertinelli did. And you rate me on a scale. You rate me on a scale of 1 to 100. This should be easy. I apologize in advance, guys. Go Hulk Hogan. I ended up spinning too slow. And what did she spin over to her left? We did a counterclockwise turn.
Adorable, that's Helen Sacco from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. All right, Dusty, Deja's going to spin that wheel to see what you're...
Ooh, I bet you Deja's going to do a lot more than spin that wheel. She's going to spin my body.
Adorable, that's Helen Sacco from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. All right, Dusty, Deja's going to spin that wheel to see what you're playing. The Veranda in Antigua, 7 days, 6 nights in a waterfront suite. It's all inclusive. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Dusty, good luck.
All right, Dusty. Dusty, here we go. On what street did I say mine and Kelly's first apartment in New York City was?
6th Avenue.
Hold on.
Yeah, about 15 seconds.
32nd. 61st. I was going to say 61st.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the Veranda Antigua, an adult-only, all-inclusive Caribbean vacation paradise, nestled on 30 spectacular oceanfront acres.
People, don't you know that it's about all-inclusive at an all-adult VIP package. That means that you're going to get real drunk and do a lot of fucking the pool while people watch, and then you watch other people fucking the pool too. Oh yeah. Drink all you want, fuck all you want. It's adults only. Shake that pussy for me. Shake that dick puss for me. All inclusive, baby. That means sex.
Water sports, 5 restaurants, 4 pools, and so much
all
more.
The sex
Your
you
prize
want.
is valued
Shake
at
that baby
approximately
for me.
$8,000.
Dusty, congratulations.
Thank you.
You don't need that stinking t-shirt. Now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and
1 in 60. Oh, you know what that means? It's only 1 in 60. Usually it's between 1 and 105 or 160. That's because they only have 60 people in the audience that aren't workers, that are to fill like fill-ins, that are part of the staff. Because people are coming only for the intro. They're only doing a limited, quick little half hour of the intro, and because the interviews are reruns. I was gonna say go with 77 because that's what year Elvis died. Maybe you go with 4 or 8 because that's how many times you saw Elvis or how many times you wanted to. I'll say 48. She puts them together.
receive a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 60. 60.
59.
59.
Oh, it's a guy, damn it.
All right, coming next, Matthew Broderick.
Boy, they edited that real quick.
A performance by JKE. Nicole, Snooki, Polizzi. Coming up next, Broderick. Type 2 diabetes is...
Next, Matthew Broderick.
Still ahead, alive. A performance by Shears. Marcus Scribner from Jersey Shore.
Vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 60. 60.
59.
59.
All right, coming next, Matthew.
There's a lot of fair-skinned,
Two more moves.
similar-skinned, fair, peachy, dark, wet, curly-haired women in their crowd, almost like a group of like family members, like sisters and cousins. Like 10 of them all went together because there were free seats and there wasn't a long line because these are all reruns. I remember this interview too. It's in one of my previous videos on the channel. You can like that.
So silky smooth.
You know, he's won 2 Tony Awards. He's the star of film and television, and we always love it when he stops by. Please welcome back to the show, Matthew Broderick. Hi, Matthew.
Hi. Hello. Good morning.
So now, gosh, I can't believe James Wilkie is an adult.
He's in a
Not dirty.
Matthew Broderick. Hi, Matthew.
Hi. Hello. Good morning.
So now, gosh, I can't believe James Wilkie is an adult.
He's an adult. He's 20.
It's shocking,
He's 20.
isn't it?
Yeah. He's all grown up.
Yeah. And the girls are teenagers?
They're 13, nearly 14.
How's that going with the teenage girls?
I'm sorry. What was that?
How's that?
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, they're great.
They're nice to us, the dads. They're nice to the
They're
dads.
nice to the dads.
Are they asking questions about like sexual positions? Did you give them the birds and the bees talk? Or are they talking about getting pregnant and mommy and daddy have enough money to take care of our kids if we get knocked up by one of the Consuelos boys? Joaquin.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, they're great.
They're nice to us, the dads.
Yeah.
They're nice to the
They're
We
nice
want
to
to pass
the
on a message from parent to parent. Our son Joaquin has expressed interest in having a threesome with them once they reach the age of 17 or 15 below the Mason-Dixon line.
dads. Usually. They can be a little hard on the mom sometimes.
Yes.
You think?
Well, no. But they might be watching, so I.
Yes, got it.
But no, they're great. You know, they're going on.
Don't tell me you're one of those dads that just buys them whatever they want because you can, and it'll shut them up.
Nice to
Because
the
everyone
dads.
knows the best way to shut them up is with a closed fist and a pillow.
Usually.
Because the pillow, you put the pillow in front of their face, and you're able to punch as hard as you can, and you punch hard enough where you hurt them, but the pillow takes enough of the blow where it's not going to leave any bruises or marking, so they can't go to the cops. So you could deny it in front of the police and say, "Do you see any bruises?" Well, I'm the dad. They're kids. They're under 18. They're liars. You have to believe me. Scot-free. There you go.
They can be a little hard on the mom sometimes.
Yes.
You think?
Well, no.
Oh, I love a wet lettuce sandwich. If you like wet lettuce sandwiches, like this video.
Nice to the dads. Usually. They can be a little hard on the mom sometimes.
Yes.
You think?
Well, no. But they might be watching, so I.
Yes, got it.
But no, they're great. You know, they're going to high school
Oh, wow.
next year, so they're very excited about that. Big
Yes.
step in their lives, and
Do they enjoy being twins, or do they constantly try to seek out their own You know, did they want to go to separate high schools?
They said they wanted to go to separate high schools. They were very serious about that. And then when it was time to decide for real, they were like, no, we're going to the same high school. So, you know, they're both, they're extremely close, but they also definitely want their own space and their own friends and their own, you know, time. And
you've raised lovely children.
Yes.
You and Sarah Jessica Parker. They're really great kids.
That's very nice.
All
to
three
hear
of them.
that.
And they're nice behind your backs. Like when you're not there, they're still nice.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Matthew, you won the Tony for Brighton Beach Memoirs 40 years ago. You were a baby.
It was 40 years ago at the Tonys.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it when it happened. And I couldn't believe it. And then I remember I was so surprised. I had done like 2 plays. I had done War Games. It was a successful movie. The movie came out. Then I got the Tony. And then I thought, oh, so next year I'll do another movie, maybe another play, maybe 2 more movies.
Win an Oscar.
Get another award.
Yeah.
The year after that, I do 2 movies, no play. Get an award for the movie. I thought that was how it would go. I would do every year.
Yes.
I would work and then get awards.
Yeah,
I thought that's how it worked.
exactly.
But it didn't work exactly that way. No.
I've got to tell you though, it's like if you go back and rewatch War Games, it's really eerie.
It probably is, kind of AI like.
I still know DEFCON 1 is better than DEFCON 4. Do you know which one?
Oh, 4 is very bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I know
4
is
is the end of the movie.
yes, right.
You know, and you're
Don't
waiting. If
nuclear
it's 5, the
discussion.
movie is over and the world is over. But if it's 4, it's just an exciting moment in the movie.
Did you see it in the theater? I saw it in the theater.
Of course I did. What do you think? We have to take a commercial break. We want to talk about hiring Jennifer Lawrence in No Hard Feelings when we return. Stick around. Still ahead of live. A performance by Jake Shears.
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares kept trying to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Sis, is this dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food. It's fresh pet. Real meat, real veggies.
Seems like a lot of space to waste on a dog.
You're all the family I need.
This tax season, it's time for you to get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get unlimited data and you get a Samsung Galaxy A15 so you can give your janky phone to your kids. Yeah!
Turn your tax refund into a U-Fund with Straight Talk Wireless.
Blue Buffalo, huh?
Yeah, Purina One. Yeah, I used to feed Purina One, but then I read the ingredients.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's right there. Chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn chicken byproduct meal. What's in blue? Deboned chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, barley, oatmeal. Yeah, but those ingredients cost a lot more. Blue is only about 50 cents more a day. That's not too much for my Chester.
It's Darvin's Triple Scratch and Save sale. Save $45, $50, up to 55%. Save an extra $50, $75, up to $100 off your total with 0% APR financing for up to 36 months through Monday at Darvin.
What if buying a new car were as fun as driving a new car? At Patrick Auto, we take all the speed bumps out of the process. Shop our huge selection of new and certified used vehicles and drive home happy. Visit PatrickCars.com or a showroom today.
That's the Patrick Promise.
I meant to ask this on the phone, but how old are you?
Well,
I know you were looking for someone early to mid-20s. I'm slightly older.
Right. How old?
I just turned 29.
Recently?
Last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you, like, right now?
1 more year older.
So 30.
Yeah. 32.
No hard feelings. A comedy with Jennifer Lawrence. All right, so you play the dad.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
By the way.
Thank you.
Your name is Laird.
Almost wore it today.
Yeah. I wish you did.
Yeah.
Tell us about the hair.
The hair?
Yes.
Well, it was, the director said, how
Your hair.
Thank you.
By the way.
Thank you.
Your name is Laird.
Almost wore it today.
Yeah. I wish you did.
Yeah.
Tell us about the hair.
The hair?
Yes.
Well, it was, the director said, how long is your hair on the phone? I said, not very long. And he said, I want you to have long hair. And when I came maybe 3 days after that, somebody had stayed up at night and made a wig.
It looks good. I mean, I've seen those guys.
I mean, it's my real hair, but it was a wig.
Yeah, I've seen those guys out in the Hamptons. The guys our age walk
me
around with that
too.
hair.
I know. I don't know exactly who that is, but I feel I've
I
seen.
think that's a thing with Generation X. As they're getting older, they're like 50 years, 40. They're like, guys that are like 45, 50, 53 years old. They grow their hair long. It's like it's the midlife crisis. For a midlife crisis, the buying of a Porsche or a Lamborghini has been replaced with either dressing in the same clothes you wore when you were in high school, or growing your hair out the same way you had it in high school and college, or an odd mixture of both. You either buy the sports car, you dress in clothes that were cool, that were popular when you were in high school, college, or you rock a hairstyle. Like in 15 years, you're going to see a bunch of grandpas rocking mullets and wearing red leather jackets. Because there's that like acceptance of, I'm going to die pretty soon, and I might literally die in the next few years, and you want to relive your glory days. So how does it feel? And although it's been quite the time between movies, though, can you kind of identify and like remember and explain like maybe what the different feeling is between playing the high schooler Ferris Bueller and being the child, and then in this movie playing the parent of a high school character? You kind of get to play both sides. You know what it's like to play the rambunctious student and then the parent of a, well, not so rambunctious student, but you're hooking him up with a rambunctious older woman to take the virginity. Who hires a 25-year-old? Who hires like a 27-year-old woman to take the virginity of their like teenage high school son? Ferris Bueller, that's who it is. I couldn't help when I watched the movie to just use my imagination and imagine that your character was not named Laird, that his name was Ferris Bueller. Like, this is what happens to the character of Ferris Bueller. Like, Ferris Bueller graduates high school, him and some, like, the casting, your wife, the girl who played your wife, I would have just cast the same girl that played your girlfriend, Simone, in Ferris Bueller. I think that would have been great to be like, to make the movie, to actually make you Ferris Bueller and make the girl and cast the girl that played your girlfriend and hire her. And now Ferris Bueller is like 50 years old and he's hiring a 27-year-old woman to have sex with his son. I think that would have been great. That's what I would have done. Or at least if you're not going to make it Ferris and Simone, just you can make it Laird and whatever. But the two actors that are playing Laird and Laird's wife are the same two people that played Ferris. So, because in my imagination, I figured this is Ferris Bueller's life. This is he's a very successful guy. He's very street smart, very witty, and he's become successful. And now him and Simone's son is like a nerd. I thought that would have been great. Probably would have made more money and been a better project than a shitty movie. Than a shitty alternative, generic, rusty ass garage sale, yard sale version of Something About Mary, which you totally failed at nailing. Jennifer Lawrence, you ain't a producer. Get on your knees and earn this role, biatch.
I came maybe 3 days after that. Somebody had stayed up at night and made a wig.
It looks good. I mean, I've seen those guys.
I mean, it's my real hair, but it was a wig.
Yeah, I've seen those guys out in the Hamptons. The guys are
yes,
walking
me
around with them.
too. I know. I don't know exactly who that is, but I feel I've seen him.
So this movie, No Hard Feelings, is this a true story? Is it based on a true story? Is it?
I think maybe something did happen.
Something happened like this.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like this is a story that sounds familiar.
Yeah, this is a boy who's getting ready to go to college, and he's a little he's introverted,
yes.
and he doesn't have he's socially not as ready as he is academically.
Mm-hmm.
And his parents decide to help him become a little more grown up socially.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I'm putting it.
Yeah.
And so they go to a.
So we don't hire Jennifer Lawrence's character. She's not a hooker, and we're not hiring her to have sex with her son. But we do we're very adamant about letting her know that if you do happen to have sex with our son, it's okay. You don't have to hide it. You don't have to feel bad about it. We'll allow it. So it's like if sex does happen, we'd be fine with that. But we don't say we're paying you money to have sex. We're paying you to basically loosen him up a little bit. Of course, if we had a daughter, we hired an older guy to loosen up our daughter. That'd be a different thing. He'd be back in like 2 hours. He'd like walk to the garage for a beer, be back and be like, all right, I'm done. And she'd walk out with her hair all a mess. So, but if anything, go give him some beer. Go hang out with him. Take him to the beach. Hang out with some friends. Give him some beer. Give him some liquor. Get him drunk. Have him do a keg stand. If you want to have sex with him, that's up to you. We're not forcing you to do this. Like, we don't want to get sued. This is not our offer. We're just hiring you to be an assistant and have fun. And as his personal assistant and his babysitter, do whatever you want.
Is this a true story? Is it based on a true?
Maybe if he's really happy, we might give you a big tip, and that tip will be the tip of my mushroom penis.
Story.
Everyone, and then the wife goes, everyone loves the mushroom tip penis of Laird.
Is it?
Everyone loves Laird's mushroom tip. Every summer we throw a 4th of July bash, and everyone just lines up to take a little lick of his mushroom tip casserole.
I think maybe something did happen.
Something happened like this.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like this is a story that sounds familiar.
Yeah, this is a boy who's getting ready to go to college, and he's a little he's introverted,
yes.
and he doesn't have he's socially as ready as he is academically.
Mm-hmm.
He's virginal.
And his parents decide to help him become a little more grown up socially.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I'm putting it.
Yeah.
And so they go to a possibly too far in trying to help him become more grown up socially. And that's the story, the beginning of the story. The movie, me and Laura Benanti are his parents, and we help him meet somebody and become more adult.
Got it. Got it.
You know what?
Got it.
That was a really good explanation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it took quite a long time.
Yeah, but it was good. It's perfect for morning TV.
Yeah.
We love having you here.
Thank you, Matthew.
Monday online with Julianne Moore.
And then I
We're
smoke.
thinking about
If
replacing.
you're like usually watching TV and I get ideas. I always in the morning when I smoke weed in the mornings, I come up with lots of great funny ideas for stand-up routines, bits, sketch ideas. I'll write a sketch, a half a sketch, or maybe a melody for a chorus. And then usually if I smoke at like 6, 7, maybe 8 in the morning, if I would say I smoke at 7, I usually like won't be hungry till like 10 or 10:30, and then I eat like all 3 meals all like within the next 2 hours. I just have breakfast and then lunch and then dinner. And then after around 12 or 12:30, I smoke again. Why is she wearing this goddamn dress again? They keep on picking clips from this one episode. Look at this. Why didn't they just fucking rerun the entire episode of her wearing that purple dress? Because the last fucking 3 episodes, I'll even say the last 4 episodes, they have all taken clips. Oh, look at this girl's breasts. You can see this girl's side boob right here. The last 4 episodes, they have taken clips from the episode where she wears that dress. They showed the wrestling clip on Tuesday. On Wednesday, they showed the interview with someone else. On Thursday, they showed another interview with her wearing that dress with someone else. And then today they're showing the interview with Scribner. So she interviews. So it's like, like you basically took one whole episode and you showed us the whole episode in 1 week, but you broke it up into like 4 different days. So we saw part 2 of the episode, part 3, part 4, and part 5. Like if you're gonna show us the entire episode this whole week, like you're not fooling us. We can all see the dress. Why not just air the entire fucking episode and call it a rerun? But instead you show us a little part of the episode on Tuesday, and then the next part on Wednesday, and then the next part on Friday. But the part in between that, the final part, you play on Thursday. Like, come on, people. This girl is really showing some boobs. She's like topless.
Relax into a Caribbean state of mind. Visit sandals.com or call 1-800-SANDALS.
Please welcome back the very talented Marcus Scribner.
Thank you for joining us on National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Are you excited about that?
I'm over the moon. Like,
Okay.
honestly, I didn't even know, and it's just...
These are yours. These are for you. Gelman was giving me a hard time because I turned over your cookies before you came out, because I just want to show you the cookies we were eating. These were the backside of our cookies. So just let's hold them up.
Let's hold them up. A little comparison.
Homemade, you know? Yeah.
You like I got the good end of the...
You did.
Yeah.
But I was flipping them over, and Gelman's like, "Oh, you're touching Marcus's cookies." I'm like, I'm making sure they're not carcinogens.
Right. Quality control.
Quality
Exactly.
control.
Yeah.
The last time you were here, you were living in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're back in LA. You like to drive in LA. You did not drive while you're here in New York City?
I'm gonna put this cookie down. I did not drive out here. It seems terrifying. It doesn't seem like there's any rules. Like,
there are no rules.
There are no rules, which is the nice part. I do see the benefits. But in LA, I'm used to very, there's the highway, there's the, it's very structured. So I didn't drive out here.
There are lanes.
There are lanes. Exactly.
Yeah, lanes are just a suggestion here in New York City. But you don't see a lot of car accidents in New York City. Do you ever see anybody pulled over with dents in their car?
On the way here, I was being driven and there was an accident on the... I don't know.
Not in the city. Outside,
no, outside on the outskirts a little bit.
Outskirts. You're safe to drive in the city. It's 35 miles an hour, and you got to get a little aggressive.
I'm a pedestrian. I'm a career pedestrian out here. I love the fact that you can just walk wherever you want.
Isn't it great?
I one time got a ticket for jaywalking when I was like 15 in LA. So, but yeah, no, I love walking around here, which has been nice. And my Metro card. I'm on the subway. I feel like, I'm a little...
So when you come back and you take the subway, is there a moment where you have to refamiliarize yourself with which line is going to take you where?
I honestly never know. I let maps take the way, and I trust in the fact that my phone is going to lead me safely to my destination. My sense of direction, I could not find my home in my own city. I don't know anywhere. I don't know streets. I don't know directions. It's not my forte. I think it's a Gen Z thing. Grew up with that tech.
Tech is everything.
It's the summer. What are your any plans to travel?
Probably going to travel. I want to go to Japan. I know. I'm very, very excited about that. I don't know if it's the best season. Cherry blossom season just passed, but I've got a car out there called an R34 GTR, and it's basically I have to keep it out there until it turns 25 years old, and then I can import it into the U.S.
That's a rule.
That's a rule. It's for So there's this whole thing back in the day, people were importing cars, breaking them down or whatever, and it was much cheaper. So of course, big companies put a stop to that. And so now you have to wait 25 years before you can import any
how
car.
old is she?
She's 24. She's on the way. January. Yeah.
Wait, but have you gone to visit her?
I have not. I've only seen pictures. It's like online dating. I've only seen pictures. I have my guy who's like the broker who's been helping me deal with it, does it all the time. And she looks lively. She looks like she's doing well.
Describe the interior. What's going on?
It's a car from the 90s, so think a lot of plastic.
Okay.
There's a lot of plastic. It's got nice bucket seats.
Gauges.
It's midnight purple. It's like a color shifting. Purple's like one of my favorite colors.
When you see it?
Yeah, when you see it in the light, it hits just right. It's pretty sick. It's going to be cool. It's straight out of Fast and Furious.
You're right. Don't drive it here in New York City.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that.
That's going to be highways.
Yeah.
Have you ever, were you always into cars?
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
Yeah, I'm being from LA, we're driving 24/7 out there. My dad was super into cars. He recently got a Chevelle SS, those are super cool. He doesn't understand the whole Japanese domestic import market. I'm like, I get it, Dad. Your car looks way cooler. It's made of metal. I understand.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Exactly. So,
So Blackish wrapped over, a year ago?
Wow. Yeah.
Has that sunk in for you yet?
I don't think so. I feel like I just rolled straight into Grownish right off of Blackish. We've got it's beautiful because in the Ish universe, I've been on the show for 10 years. I feel like a rookie and a vet at the same time. I've seen so many people go raise through the ranks and change positions. We have so many people from Blackish on Grownish, so I still feel like I've got my little Blackish family over there.
What will the next Ish be, do you think?
The next Ish?
Yes, I want to know what the next Ish is.
Brownish was, I think they were thinking about doing Latinish at I don't know, they had a little closing excerpt from at the end of Blackish for the final episode. But I don't know. I think we got to talk to Kenya Barris, but whatever it is, I better be a producer. That's all I know. So,
I think you should go from Grownish to Workish.
To Workish, exactly. To Life-ish.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to find all about the last season of Grownish when we return. Stick around.
Tuesday on Live, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Somebody just auctioned off the Titanic door prop, the one that Rose floated on, where clearly there was room for Jack. Scooch over!
Next Live, Julianne Moore, plus Grace Potter performs.
Lactate is 100% real milk, just without the lactose. Delicious, too. Just ask my old friend Kevin.
Nothing like enjoying a cold one while watching the game. Who's winning?
No idea.
Real milk, real delicious.
And don't forget to try some delicious, creamy Lactate ice cream. What's that, Mabel?
Wow. Smart cow.
Can God forgive a murderer? Tonight, 2020 is all new with
what prosecutors call the deadliest catfishing scheme you have ever seen.
How did a catfish end in a double murder? 2020, tonight on BBC.
On the next Cameron Hall, a daytime exclusive with actress Jennifer Lewis. She gets personal about the accident that nearly took her life. Plus, Ronda Rousey and Elizabeth Hurley with her son Damien join the Tam Fam. Next Cameron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
We're going to be together.
Hulu on Disney Plus. Available with Disney Bundle. Plans starting at $9.99 a month.
See the Joffrey Ballet in Midsummer Night's Dream, a mind-bending theatrical experience celebrating the summer solstice, April 25th through May 5th at Lyric Opera House. Tickets at joffrey.org.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because there are people out there who...
This is my message to you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I missed all the commercials. Sorry, people. I've been taking a big shit. The girl who plays his sister in that Grownish show is pretty damn hot. I'd smash her. Come on, you stupid motherfuckers.
Save with DriveWise and get a rate based on you. Call or visit allstate.com for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
We went on the most amazing date, and then we had an even more amazing kiss, and now nothing? It has been 36 hours and 14 minutes, to be precise, and she still hasn't texted me back.
Well, maybe she's just, she choked on a kettle corn kernel, and now she's in a medically induced coma. What? That's the only reason I could think of for her not to text you back.
Bronish, tell us what your character's up to now.
Well, he's transitioning from Junior to Andre, which is it's funny. I was a big proponent of the change. I was like, he's stepping out on his own. He's going to go by Andre now. And now on set, I'm the biggest villain for calling him Junior. I'm like, Andre, my bad. He's grown now, guys. Whatever.
Did he make you put money in the jar every time you?
Yeah, exactly. We got the Junior jar. No, but he's now he's off on his own. He's like figuring out his dating life. It wouldn't be Grownish without like a love triangle of some sort. He's
Jesus fucking Christ. How many fucking minutes? An hour long.
Oh my. What? That's the only reason I could think of for her not to text you back.
Bronish, tell us what your character's up to now.
Well, he's transitioning from Junior to Andre, which is it's funny. I was a big proponent of the change. I was like, he's stepping out on his own. He's going to go by Andre now. And now on set, I'm the biggest villain for calling him Junior. I'm like, Andre, my bad. He's grown now, guys. Whatever.
Watch out, world. He's grown now. He's not going to be going by Junior.
Big proponent of the change. I was like, he's stepping out on his own. He's going to go by Andre now. And now on set, I'm the biggest villain for calling him Junior. I'm like, Andre, my bad. He's grown now, guys. Whatever.
Did he make you put money in the jar every time you?
Yeah, exactly. We got the Junior jar. No, but he's now he's off on his own. He's like figuring out his dating life. It wouldn't be Grownish without like a love triangle of some sort. He's becoming this person of importance when it comes to his business world, trying to become an entrepreneur, stepping more into that. He's taking control of his life, which is interesting because, I really feel like I don't have a handle of things in real life. So I'm like, props to you, Junior, going off, figuring things out.
Marcus, I would say you got a pretty good handle on things.
It's easier when everything's scripted. You know what I mean? It's like everything plays out according to what the writers write. So
what can the fans expect for the final season?
Oh my gosh, we've got a lot of guest stars. We've got Lil Yachty, we've got Lotto. Yeah, we've got a ton of people. We got Omarion, Annalie Chapa. It's a really fun season. Junior's becoming that dude, an entrepreneur, a manager. And of course, the love triangles. He's still dealing with his relationship with Annika and some new spurring romance. And it was a crazy season to film, so I'm excited for people to see it.
10 years with this character that you've been playing. Is it going to be hard to say goodbye to him?
I think it'll definitely be sad, but I'm so happy with the direction that the character's been taken, and I feel like he's been able to flourish, and we've seen the progression of his arc and the way that he's grown as a human being. So I think he's been done justice, and I'm excited for this closing chapter to really put a bow on it.
I bet it's going to spin off. He's got a new title. New title. Forget what I said before. The new title is Biznish.
Business.
Stay social with us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. See all your favorite moments and anything you might have missed.
We made a promise to our boy Blue that we would make the healthiest foods possible with the finest natural ingredients and real meat first. And that's our promise to you and your dog or cat.
39.
Nolan reporting.
My aunt loves you.
I'm big with aunts.
Hulu on Disney Plus, available with Disney Bundle.
Welcome back. Jake Shears is as talented as they come. His new album is out now. Here to perform Last Man Dancing is Jake Shears.
I want to see if she's dressed, because this should have been a red, white, and blue. She should be in like 4th of July gear.
As they come, his new album is out now. Here to perform Last Man Dancing is Jake Shears.
Oh, come on with your bullshit.
Says she stuffs a cigarette, shakes her head and says, I think I really outdone myself this time. Oh, let's hope for finding someone. Let's hope we've had so much fun. Let's call the DJ done. I'm gonna be the last man dancing at the end of the night. Underneath the strobe light, I'm gonna be the last man dancing. I'm shaking my bones. I don't care if I'm alone. I'm gonna be the only one who lets the night inject the sun. Never going home, be the last man dancing. Smoking haze, I wipe my tears away. Next to no one else can see all the pain that burdens me. And what we lost, I still might find. Oh, finally I'm feeling something like alive. I don't care if it's happening or the past 5. I'm packing up my problems and I'm leaving with someone else's. Someone else's. Let's go for finding someone. Let's go, we've had so much fun. Let's go, the DJ's done. I'm gonna be the last man dancing at the end of the night. Underneath the strobe light, I'm gonna be the last man dancing. I'll be shaking my bones. I don't care if I'm alone. I'm gonna be the last man dancing.
Thank you. Well, don't break my album. Okay, what does that song mean to you?
That song is about, it's about all the folks, like, Mark was telling that wonderful story who, I never want to go to bed. I'm always the last one up. I'm always the one, I love hosting.
Last one to leave the party.
Last one to leave the party. I'm always the last one.
Yeah.
So that's why, it's just basically about me.
I've got to tell you, this entire album, which we've been listening
on repeat,
is the most fun I've had in a really long time. It is a feel-good record.
I'm so glad you like it, but you know that when I'm making records, I just imagine Kelly basically doing aerobics to them and exercising. It's just, I'm making music for Kelly to work
Honey, but I'm so underrepresented in this cover. I could have been this passed out body over here. I could have done that.
Yeah, I would have. Anytime you want to be in
Jake, along with the album, some exciting news. We saw it in London. Your musical, Tammy Faye. Do you have any news about that?
Is it coming to Broadway?
There are. I can't say exactly what, but there are plans for Tammy Faye for the next.
Yeah. Elton John and you wrote the play.
Elton and I wrote it, and super proud of it.
Jake Shears' new album, Last Man Dancing, is out now. We'll be right back.
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see it live and in person. You can check out all the stars, of the show. And maybe even win a prize. This exclusive. Don't miss out on all the fun. Visit our website and get your tickets for Live with Kelly and Mark now. Home Goods. Go finding.
Yeah? I fell. Okay, there's bandages in the cabinet. I'm bleeding. Grab 2.
Sheba, what cats want.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body. I take Cunol Turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Cunol, the brand I trust.
Step into the future like I did with new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. The secret is slip-ins have an invisible built-in shoehorn so your foot slides into place. Try Skechers slip-ins.
In a wreck and thinking about dealing with the insurance company yourself? Stop! People represented by an attorney get more than 3 times the money than those who don't have an attorney.
Murder and rope are the lawyers for you. Call 222-2222.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
Open Talenti and raise the jar to gelato made from scratch. Raise the jar to flavors from the world's finest ingredients. And now, from jars to bars, new Talenti gelato and sorbetto mini bars.
That old AC has got to go.
Oh, it's gone all right.
Ready to replace your old AC? Help is just around the corner. Call ABC now and purchase a new AC and get your furnace free. That's right, free. ABC's knowledgeable professionals will be there to install your new system as soon as today. This buy one get one free offer is only available for a limited time, so call today. Trust ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, and consider it done.
The convenience of Seattle Sun's healthy eating is second to none.
I don't have to worry about getting home and fixing dinner, fixing my lunches for the week. It's giving me back time to be able to do the things that I like to do.
Seattle Sutton is my nutritionist, my grocer, my favorite restaurant.
It's a well-rounded diet.
There's no side effects to healthy eating, and I found I had more energy, I felt better.
You go on this plan, you will see results, and you're going to love the food.
$10 million in a pedestrian accident, $5 million in a car accident. These are just a few of our recent results.
Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Murder and rope are the lawyers for you. Call 222-2222.
Travel Trivia is here, and this season, Live wants you to win big. You can win the vacation of a lifetime. Entering is easy. Online at livewithkellyandmark.com or by mail. For mail entries, send us a postcard with your full name, address, date of birth, photo, signed on-air release, and daytime number where you can be reached between the hour. Travel Trivia game today.
Now reached on that side.
It's time to head to the shore. That's right, the Jersey Shore. Please welcome one of our favorite Jersey girls, Nicole. There's nothing wrong with a little slip on morning TV.
Oh my God, let's cover them up.
It's like a visual coffee.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Amazing.
How's your summer going?
Are you tired?
Well, I'm so excited that I got to come here. No, I've just been so busy with the kids.
Yeah, kids are a lot.
I mean,
what are their ages now?
So Lorenzo's turning 11, my oldest. Oh my God.
Wow.
Giovanna's turning 9, and then my youngest just turned 4.
Yes, you're in it.
So it's just like crazy. Yeah, like you still have a toddler, and then I have these teenagers talking back to me.
Right.
And everybody's going in different directions.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of wine drinking.
Yeah. What are they into?
So
Lorenzo wrestles.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, because I don't know if you heard Laval in the wrestling world.
Okay.
They're like state champions.
Oh,
That's
yes.
like a big, it's a big name in wrestling.
Yeah,
Or Jersey.
Jersey wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
They're tough.
So he's busy with that. My daughter, competitive cheer.
Oh,
Of
right.
course.
So yeah,
That's also
competitive
big,
cheer
yeah.
3 times a week, and then Angela's just flopping around.
Yeah. He'll find his thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking soccer.
Do you have a lot of guests at the house? Do you guys at the shore?
So yeah, so we're basically down the shore all summer. It's basically what you do in like Jersey. You know, you have your house and you have the summer house.
Right.
So we're always at the summer house, and it's just packed with people. My husband has a huge Italian family, so it's always like 30 people in the house.
Right.
It's just like a lot, and you know, I love it. I love big families, and I love the cousins all together and everything. But once everyone leaves on Sunday, I'm just like,
is that your day? Some days,
yeah,
some days that
just literally sit and veg
Do you
out.
do like towels and sheets the whole day? Like I find myself washing and drying towels and sheets for hours.
So my mother-in-law is crazy, so she does all of it.
Oh, amazing.
But it's all day of washing towels.
It's a
And
laundromat.
literally. Like we need to hire someone. Like, I want her to have a break.
You have the Snooki shop.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, what are you selling?
What are you selling? Yeah.
Snooki stuff.
I sell my pussy, and then I sell naked pictures of my husband, but only from the waist up, because no one wants to see his little shrinky dink. You know, it's smaller than my nose.
Yeah,
I love that.
So so it's basically you're shopping my closet. I have 3
So when you buy, so does that mean, so like when you go shopping for yourself and you buy clothes for yourself, you buy duplicates of something, or you buy it in every size? So if you see a dress you like, you buy the dress, you say, oh, I like that dress, I'm going to buy it for me. And then you buy the dress for yourself, but then you buy like an extra 30 dresses in various sizes of the same dress. They're like, oh, look at that blue shirt. I like that blue shirt. I'll take a large for me. And then I'll take, 20 extra larges, 20 double X's, 15 larges, 10 mediums, and 5 smalls in addition. So then one goes to me and the other ones go to the shop. And so you literally can buy the exact same clothes that I buy. So if you like my fashion sense, you can go to the store and buy the exact same clothes I have, and I'll have them in all of your sizes. See, he's stealing my idea now.
And drying towels and sheets. For hours.
So my mother-in-law is crazy, so she does all of it.
Oh, amazing.
But it's all day of washing towels.
It's a
and
laundromat.
literally. Like we need to hire someone. Like, I want her to have a break.
You have the Snooki shop.
I do.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, what are you selling?
What are you selling? Yeah.
Snooki stuff.
Snooki stuff.
Yeah,
I love
so
that.
it's, so it's basically you're shopping my closet. I have 3 locations: Beacon, New York, Seaside Heights, and Madison, New Jersey. I'm looking at Long Island. If there's any Long Island people.
I think that'll work. That'll work.
So it's just like a lot of leopards and fun stuff, Snooki merch,
Leopard prints or actual leopard?
No, leopard print.
Because Jersey Shore's family vacations, it's the return of Sammy Sweetheart. Did you know she was coming back, or did they surprise everyone?
No idea. So we've been trying to get her back for years now.
Yeah.
And she's always just like, I moved on from the show because she went through a lot on the show, like back in the day. So like I understood it, but I'm like, we miss you. Like, can we just do a dinner with the girls? Like, we really just, want you back on the show somehow. And she was always just like, no, I'm good. I don't want to come back. So that was in our heads. So when she walks in, I'm already like a bottle deep in wine. She's walking in and it's just like chaos ensues. We're just like, what is happening?
Nicole, when we walked the streets in New York, sometimes people say, I grew up watching you, because we were on All My Children, so they grew up watching us. When I see you, I want to say to you, we grew up watching you.
That's weird.
We're adults. We're adults. But
Yeah.
you talk about Sammy's sweetheart. Now, does Ronnie, her ex, come back?
So Ronnie does make an appearance.
Oh my
It was just so much going on, so
Very
chaotic.
dramatic.
Yeah, so Ronnie comes in a little later, and there's just tears, and it's just very emotional.
What was it like? What was it like having the group back? Did a lot of old emotions? Was it
It just felt
nostalgic?
weird because all of us were there, and you have Dina and Angelina who were like swapping each season. So it was like 20 of us all together, like in the same room. It was just crazy.
You know what's funny is our daughter, who's 22 now, recently discovered the original
Jersey Shore.
seasons of Jersey Shore. And she's been watching. She can't get enough. She's like, have you ever heard of this show, Jersey Shore? And I'm like, what are you?
All the kids are watching it now. Yeah.
It's like it's a whole new
And
generation.
it's scary because my daughter's on TikTok, and I try and advise what she's watching. Like, make sure she's not watching anything bad. But of course, I know. But she sees old episodes of me, and she's like, "Mom, what are you doing here?" And it's like me drunk on the beach, like getting arrested. I'm just like, Mommy's I said I'm acting.
Mommy's an actress.
We love having you on. We love having you on. Please come back.
Well, Mommy goes on TV for acting, for job, right? So that's back when I was an actor on that show. Mommy's on TV for her job, and sometimes I do acting. Well, that's before you were born, when I was an actress and I was on that TV show. And so you tell your daughter that you're Nicole, but you were playing this character on a television show called Snooki. So you know how TV works. There's actors and actresses, and then they play characters on a TV show. So you tell them that Jersey Shore is not a reality show. You tell her Jersey Shore is a scripted show. It's like a scripted show, and you got hired to play a character. And the character you're playing, was very clumsy and fell down a lot. You know what I mean? And even if she understands what drunk is, and she says, well, that character is drunk. Well, in that episode, my character got drunk. I had to act that way. That's what actors and actresses do. I wonder how long she'll believe it. I mean, she'll be like 20 years old and people will be telling her, no, she was really drunk. No, she wasn't. She was acting. No, she was really drunk. That's how good of an actress she is that she played it really well.
How can I try and advise what she's watching? Like, make sure she's not watching anything bad. But of course, I know. But she sees old episodes of me, and she's like, "Mom, what are you doing here?" And it's like me drunk on the beach, like getting arrested. I'm just like, Mommy's I said I'm acting.
Well, we love having you on. We love having you on. Please come back.
Jersey Shore Family Vacation on MTV. If you would like to know more about anything you see on live, log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
Closed captioning. Spot. I don't want to be rude and say it's none of your business, but I won't be talking about that.
You don't have to compromise. Pick up Blue Tastefuls today.
Is everybody ready? It's the reason you all showed up. It's time to play.
The thrill of victory.
Oh, Mark, I really want to tell you that you're wrong. But you're not.
The agony of defeat.
You are wrong, Mark.
You are wrong, Mark. I hear that at home all the time.
Win or lose.
I think today is your 30th birthday.
That is false.
It's how you play the game.
Oh, that's not true. That's not true.
Speak your truth.
Mark, you know what I'm going to do with your shirt? I'm going to knit some sleeves, and it's going to be my ugly Christmas sweater.
Shoot your shot. Shots fired. Go for the glory.
Well played.
Stop Mark.
Never gets old.
For details, go to livewithkellyandmark.com.
That is incredible.
All right, have a great weekend.
See you Monday, everyone.
Monday on Live. It's an all-new show with Julie and Moore. We talk spring allergy.
Great bread is at the center of every great meal, which is why La Brea Bakery is so passionate about bringing the highest quality artisan bread. Whether it's an
You know what? I make sandwiches out of those. It doesn't work. I don't recommend it. And look, they're magically in different clothes again.
Oh, that is incredible.
All right, have a great weekend.
See you Monday, everyone.
Go to livewithkellyandmark.com.
That is incredible.
Fuck you, everyone. Suck our dicks. Bye. And kiss our ass.
It's an all-new show with Julie and Moore. We talk spring allergy.
Fuck you, everybody. Kiss our ass, bitches. Peace out.
Stay online. It's an all-new show with Julianne Moore, and we talk spring allergy.
At the center of every great meal, which is why La Brea Bakery is so passionate about bringing the highest quality artisan bread. Whether it's an easy, delicious meal with family or a beautiful spread for book club, each crispy bite tells a story of La Brea Bakery's dedication to creating the perfect artisan bread, transforming ordinary meals into unforgettable moments. It all starts with La Brea Bakery.
I didn't drive 14 hours for just any surgery. I had to have my skull detached from my spine to avoid being paralyzed. I'm Phil, and this is my team at Northwestern Medicine. My nurses, my neurologist, and my neurosurgeon. After feeling unsure about my first hospital, I found Northwestern Medicine. My spine was pushing into my brainstem, and they assembled the team that put my mind at ease.
Home to the top neurology and neurosurgery program in Illinois, Phil's team at Northwestern Medicine took on his rare condition. During surgery, the top of Phil's spine was removed to decompress the brainstem. His team then rebuilt his spine. This innovative procedure put him back on his feet in days instead of weeks.
My team didn't just give me back my life, they gave my girls back their dad.
Northwestern Medicine, what makes us better makes you better.
Wake up with ABC 7 Eyewitness News this morning.
The View starts live right now. Glowing Bays cover. How some critics are claiming Beyonce has a tone-deaf take on her cover of Dolly Parton's country classic, Jolene. I'm warning you, don't come from my man. Rock the vote? Why superstar Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says he regrets his public endorsement of President Biden in the 2020 election.
Am I happy with the state of America right now? Well, that answer is no.
Plus, Leslie Bibb talks about being a member of the star-studded and...
All right.
Look at the Eclipse glasses. You want to make sure that you check for the ISO certification. For example, in here, it says ISO 12312-2, which is the international organization which will certify these glasses.
Oh, no, my God. Also pay special attention to the company that produces the glasses. Dr. Goyle recommends buying from a brand listed on the American Astronomical Society's approved list.
So the American Astronomical Society did really great work on this, and I think they saw a lot of counterfeits being sold on internet websites.
If you're still wondering how to tell if your glasses will give you the right protection, here's a quick tip.
When you wear the glasses, you should not be... It says ISO 12312-2, which is the international organization which will certify these glasses.
Oh, no, my God. Also pay special attention to the company that produces the glasses. Dr. Goyle recommends buying from a brand listed on the American Astronomical Society's approved list.
So the American Astronomical Society did really great work on this, and I think they saw a lot of counterfeits being sold on internet websites.
If you're still wondering how to tell if your glasses will give you the right protection, here's a quick tip.
When you wear the glasses, you should not be able to see anything. It is a flexible resin with carbon particles infused. The only thing you should be able to see out of these is the orange glow of the sun. Don't use sunglasses, don't layer sunglasses, and don't use smoked glass.
Here are the key takeaways for finding legitimate Eclipse glasses. When buying Eclipse glasses, look for an approved manufacturer on the American Astronomical Society's website and make sure the glasses have the numbers ISO 12312-2 printed on the inside. You can also find it posted with this story on NBCChicago.com/consumer. And if you still have glasses from the 2017 Eclipse, they can be reused if
They aren't bent, torn,
This
or
is an old
scratched.
clip from
PJ Randhawa, NBC5, responds.
Oh, thanks to PJ, some good advice there. And speaking of the last time, plenty of people here in Illinois remember what it was like to experience a total eclipse. This was 2017. We were there with everyone to experience the eclipse when it happened in Carbondale. Now, this year, not only will we be back, but we will have live team coverage of this rare event. Our meteorologist Pete Sack will be heading to Indianapolis, where the full or the total eclipse of the sun will take place for about 4 minutes.
I wonder if Pete Sack has a kid, if he's going to name him Richard and call him Dick. So his name would be Dick Sack.
This was 2017. We were there with everyone to experience the eclipse when it happened in Carbondale. Now, this year, not only will we be back, but we will have live team coverage of this rare event. Our meteorologist.
Our meteoroloha.
There. And speaking of the last time, plenty of people here in Illinois remember what it was like to experience a total eclipse.
See, this is what it's like. Now
this was 2017. We were there with everyone to experience the eclipse when it happened in Carbondale. Now, this year, not only will we be back, but we will have live team coverage of this rare event. Our meteorologist Pete Sack will be heading to Indianapolis, where the full or the total eclipse of the sun will take place for about 4 minutes. You might want to find a spot to see it because the next eclipse, well, that's not going to happen until 2044. So you definitely want to try to get in on this one. Don't forget to join us on Monday for the big countdown to totality. You can watch live coverage of the solar eclipse on our streaming channel starting as early as 8 a.m. And you can watch our streaming channel on Peacock, Roku, Samsung TV, or wherever you stream, including NBCChicago.com.
Just wish we had weather like we did do today because it would be perfect with all the blue sky that we saw, Kevin. Just hope it hangs on for 3 more minutes.
Yeah, no one cares.
Again, with the Final Four.
Can't wait. And they're ready to put on a show.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, later up. Yeah, later up in like fucking 45 minutes.
We're jealous.
Beautiful.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Traffic with Mike Lorber up in Sky 5.
Hey there, busy heading into the city from the south side. You'll find delays in the inbound Kennedy from our inbound Ryan, I should say, from 31st into that Kennedy construction out to the airport. 50 minutes. Cub game let out a little while ago, so that traffic will increase as people head westbound towards the expressway. Eisenhower and Stevenson, almost an outbound 1 hour trip as well. Look for some minor delays on the Burlington Northern line from Metro due to some mechanical issues that have now been resolved. We're live in the Pilsen neighborhood. I'm Mike Lorber in Sky 5.
Look at that gorgeous view you have, Mike Lorber. We're jealous.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Still ahead here for us, a fatal string of mistakes.
The Israeli military tonight explaining what went wrong with an airstrike that killed 7 aid workers in Gaza.
And also coming up, the spotlight on women's sports. It is shining again with the Final Four.
Can't wait. And they're ready to put on a show. Look at these guys. We have new video to share with you of some zoo animals that just made their public debut.
That is live footage from the basement of a local Chinese restaurant in Los Angeles, California. Anyways, just remember the joke about Italian goodbyes and check the video earlier in the first. Oh, you know what? Fuck this. I forgot to go with the intro. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody twisted up and sparked in light. The eclipse is gonna fight the moon and the
Free
sun.
consultation today. None of us know what the future holds.
If you live in a city it's feasible that you can walk to work.
Great
a lot of people do.
There are great walking cities. I think Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Michigan, yes.
That's not a city. Come on, man. Vancouver.
And you heard somebody in the hallway, you'd wait. You wait
You would do anything to not see that neighbor.
Because it's weird. It's just bizarre. It's weird, especially all rentals. It's nobody really, it's always very transient.
Does anybody here live in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you guys.
She does.
I'm talking about in the audience. I know where you guys live.
Okay, Jesus, talk about fucking super slow motion. What the hell was I even looking at before? Look at that look on her face. Looks like Snooki.
Anybody in the
after a
audience
couple
live in the
shots.
city?
Right here.
So you know how weird it is. Like during Halloween, trick-or-treating, people don't want to be
They
bothered.
don't want to be bothered, but they want to participate. So they just put bowls of candy out. And what's stopping you from any kids coming and taking like the whole bowl of candy? You're assuming the parents are chaperoning with them and saying one apiece.
The first time our kids, do you remember we took them trick-or-treating in North Carolina?
Yes.
It was your dad's birthday?
In the neighborhood, yeah.
And our kids did not understand what was happening. And
New York thing.
Yeah.
And
I just figured, like, those kids, after going to apartment buildings and condos and just walking down halls and elevators for the first time, actually going outside and walking to someone's door in a driveway, must be weird for them. That'd be like, think about it, like if you're someone that has been used to going up to doors and knocking on doors or ringing doorbells or going up driveways, imagine if you went to some place where their tradition for trick-or-treating was you stand on the side of the road and then random people drive by in cars and you get in the car with them and you drive off with some stranger and they drive you around the block and they give you candy. And that's like perfectly normal for the place you're at. Wouldn't that be weird to you? It's like, okay, it's trick or treat. Here comes a car with some strange man in it. Get in the car, and then he'll drive you around and he'll drop you back off with candy. You'd be a kid. You'd be like, this is weird. What's going on? Are you sure?
Jim, and there's a doorman in the building. I work out downstairs, and I have passed by him every day for the past 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And every day he looks down when I walk in.
yeah, of course, because you guys don't want to talk to each other.
But I always say he's an older gentleman, so I think out of respect, I say, hey, good morning, good day.
I don't even know what the fuck it had to be at the beginning.
Well, if you do greet your neighbors, it's better for your health, it's better for your career well-being, social well-being, financial well-being, physical well-being, and community well-being. So next time you see your neighbor, it'll make you live longer. So that.
And I'm going to say hello to Grumpy today.
You're going to say hi to Grumpy?
I'm going to say hi to Grumpy today.
He's not your neighbor, though.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to say, hello, how are you? I'm going to go say, how are you?
And see what happens?
See what happens.
Oh, will you let us know tomorrow how that goes?
I'll let you know what kind of response I get.
Try to videotape it so we can see it on the show.
Okay.
Just like covertly videotape it. Pretend you're on the news app.
Okay. Is it acceptable to do one of those goodbyes where you just kind of like ghost the party?
So I already did this. So I guess it's the beginning of the talking to your neighbors where I paused it. And I said, like, that I tell my neighbor to say F off.
On when I walk in.
Yeah, of course, because you guys don't want to talk to each other.
But I always say he's an older gentleman, so I
pulled on his pants and I give him a little Italian hello, which is just a little tug on the dick, but not enough to make him squirt on my hands. I don't want sticky fingers.
14G. But that doesn't mean you want trick-or-treaters knocking. So 14G means you're going to put a bowl of candy outside your door. take the candy and leave us alone is what that is. It is the most like the first time our kids, do you remember we took them trick-or-treating in North Carolina?
Yes.
It was your dad's
in
birthday.
a neighborhood, yeah.
And our kids did not understand what was happening. And I said, you just walk down that driveway to the door. The front door of a stranger? That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And then people would open the door and ask them what they were, and they were looking at me like, these are people we don't know. Can we talk to these people?
Right. But it is a very New York thing.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym, and there's a doorman in the building. I work out downstairs, and I have passed by him every day for the past 6 or 7 years.
Did not understand what was happening. And I said, you just walk down that driveway to the door. The front door of a stranger? That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And then people would open the door and ask them what they were, and they were looking at me.
The one time Lola just pulled out some pepper spray and sprayed them. They're like, "And what are you dressed as, sweetie?" And when she went, "Shh."
These are people we don't know. Can we talk to these people?
Right. But it is a very New York thing.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym, and there's a doorman in the building. I work out.
Oh my God! What happened to the talking to your neighbors?
Talking about in the audience. I know where you. If you say hello to your neighbors, if you greet your neighbors, it's better for your health.
In New York City, though, if you live in a high rise, especially when I was first moved to the city, if you were opening your door and you heard somebody in the hallway, you'd wait. You wait. You wait to
you
come
would do
out.
anything to not see that neighbor.
Because it's weird. It's just bizarre. It's weird, especially all rentals. It's nobody really, it's always very transient.
Does anybody here live in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about you.
Okay. So he's saying when you're in your apartment, you want to leave, you would open up the door. And as you walk to the door, if you hear someone walking outside, you would wait for them to pass because you don't want to run into them.
Friday, April 5th, 2024.
You know what today is? Today is National Walk to Work Day.
Oh, well, every day.
If you live in the city, it's feasible that you can walk to work.
Great
a lot of people do.
There are great walking cities. I think Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Michigan, yes.
I think Vancouver.
Yes.
In Canada is like one of the greatest.
You can walk from edge to edge of the island.
Yes.
In 15 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes max?
20 minutes.
Once you get to the outskirts of Vancouver, it can get a little far.
That's where all the gangbangers sell the drugs.
They're saying that if you say hello to your neighbors, if you greet your neighbors, it's better for your health.
In New York City, though, if you live in a high rise, especially when I was first moved to the city, if you were opening your door and you heard somebody in the hallway, you'd wait. You wait. You wait to
you
come
would
out.
do anything to not see that neighbor.
Because it's weird. It's just bizarre. It's weird, especially all rentals. It's nobody really, it's always very transient.
Does anybody here live in the city?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about in the audience. I know where you guys live. Anybody in the audience live in the city?
Right here.
So you know how weird it is. Like during Halloween, trick-or-treating,
All right,
people
I'm going to assume that we already passed the part. So that's April 5th. Whatever, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit. All right, April 5th, 2014. Like and subscribe or don't. I don't give a shit. Eat my ass. And I love you.